Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got some more agates to cut today. Today I've got a group of Arizona Gila Mountain Range agates. So let's walk through these, see if any of them look good before we cut them. Alright, so this one's got a smooth top. A little bit of a rough bottom. So I'm guessing two different materials. So I'm going to cut this one through the thick part. I remember finding this one. Just this little piece was sticking out of the ground, and I kicked it up, and I was like, wow, got a decent sized banded agate. Looks very promising. Question is, how far back should I cut it? I'm thinking I'm going to cut it through the thick part right here. Right about there. That should be a real nice one. Okay, this one got a little bit of a weathered window there, showing some banding. The rest of this is kind of rough. Not sure what to expect. I'm thinking I should just cut this one right through here, parallel to that. Alright, got us a little tiny agate. Don't know if that's a window or not, but it looks like agate. So we'll just cut this one right through here, in case that's a window, parallel to that. Alright, this one, it's got a druzy top. Got some agate back here, some chalcedony. Wraps all the way around. Gonna have to cut through that, I'm guessing. And it looks like maybe that cotton candy kind of stuff that this stuff grew on top of. So I just kind of want to cut that one right down the middle and hope it's got some good plumes and agate in it. Alright, this one's got a funky outside, but it's got a few little windows here and there. It looks promising. So I'm going to cut this one through the thick part right here. Alright, really nice looking round one. But again, smooth top, rough bottom. Just want to cut that in half and hope there's a good pattern in it. Alright, real flat one here. Not real thick, but it's got a nice banded face showing. So I'm going to cut right parallel to that, fairly close because that's the thick part, and see if we got a good banded pattern. Alright, last up, this one's promising. Nice, smooth shell. The bottom is broken off, showing some kind of a blue-gray and white banded agate, weathered. Possible fractures in it. I'm thinking cut this one right through here, parallel to that broken bottom, and hope for a nice banded full face above it. So we got a couple really good promising ones and some interesting others. So let's get these on the saw, get them cut open, and I'll bring them back to show the results. Alright, cut from the saw. Let's walk through them, see what we got. Alright, first off, well, got some pitted, I don't know what you would call that, material at the bottom, quartz at the top. You do have like a couple agate tubes or something that were coming up into the quartz, kind of cut through the middle of it. That's the one side, and then this is the better side. It's got some nice banding in that. That's interesting, but not sure I'll polish that. Kind of pitted on the bottom. Okay. Next one, we got the one that had the banding showing that I wanted to cut parallel to. All right, well, agate, but lots of fractures with some, what I would assume are calcite inclusions inside the middle there in that fracture. Got some moss or something on the bottom. Different. Don't know if I'll do anything with that. Tumbler maybe. All right, let's see what was in this. Well, at least it's interesting looking. That might even be cool to polish. Definitely got some banded agate mixed in there. That's pretty interesting. I like that. Yeah, definitely polish that one up. Cool. Okay. Next up, wanted to cut this long ways. Got a good cut. Let's see if there's anything good on the inside. All right, well, it does have a mixture of those little curly Q things, along with some banded agate at the top. Looks like there is a fracture in it. A little more interesting on this side. All right, don't know if I'll do anything with that. Maybe it'll go in the tumbler eventually. Okay, this is the one that I thought might have a banded face. Little piece popped off while cutting it. All right, it does have some banded agate in it, along with moss inclusions. That's kind of thin. Nice tumbler piece. Let's take a look at the remaining piece. A little bit of pitting, but all in all, it's pretty cool looking. I think that might look nice polished. Nice. All right, that little agate that had that window showing. Let's see if there's anything in this. Well, it turned out to be a pretty nice looking banded agate, especially this left side. Nice parallax. A lot of depth in this one. Tiny, but it would look cool polished. All right, 3 left. Okay. Kind of a crazy one here. Let's see if anything in the middle. Oh, wow. All right. Really cool looking moss agate around a very nice gray and white banded center. A little bit of a geode as well. A little pitting in the moss. I think this would look really nice polished though. A couple of little fractures on this edge up here. This side's even nicer looking. And I'm definitely gonna have to polish this one at some point. That's cool. All right, two left. These are the two that I said I thought would have something in them. I wanted to cut this one a little bit further back in the thick part, which I did. This is what I saw. Let's see if I was correct. Ooh, nice color. Great banding. Does have a quartz center. Looks like a healed fracture goes into the stone. I think that's still worth polishing. That's nice. All right, definitely gonna have to polish that one. All right, last up. All right, so this one had that broken up bottom that you could see the banding in it. And I wanted to cut it back behind that broken part. Cut a little further back than I wanted to. Left this right side a little smaller than I wanted to, but not too bad. Let's see if it turned out good. Oh, wow. That is a pretty stone. A little bit of a chip here. I can definitely clean that up polishing it. Wow. And this side, this is the money side. That's gorgeous. A kind of a wonky cut on it, but I can clean that up. Definitely gonna have to polish this one. Love the color changes that are in it. You got multiple patterns in this one. Wow. All right, well, that is a great one to end the video on. So, yeah, please drop me a line. Let me know what you guys think. This is definitely my favorite of the bunch. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.